It's been a full 2 weeks since we've moved in and we are completely done. Just kidding. As you can see behind me, we are nowhere near done. So last week was our first week back to work and school all week, and it was a terrible, terrible week. So we did nothing around the house. I did a little laundry. Well, actually, I did a lot of laundry, but we ran out of hangers. So we just stopped everything. So we're trying to get back into getting our house put together. And I just thought I'd show you a few of the updates that we've made. And let's start the vlog for the week. I did just find out that my send a vlog button got turned on. That is the downfall of having a touch screen. Somehow along the way I turned it on, so the black bars you see, I'm so sorry, it drives me crazy when I see it, but I have now turned it off, so we should be back to normal. And so the first thing I was going to show you is my bathroom. All that I've really done in here, of course you all saw that Nana did some caulking for me, and I just added a bath mat, and then that's supposed to be a hair catcher. It at least looks better. The drain before is like what the drain looks like is disgusting, and it's made me not want to take a shower. Maddie also has a bath mat, and these are the hair catchers that she chose for her bathroom. So when we do her bathroom, I will show you which ones that she has chosen. So my bathroom is a mess, and here's why. I've been actually this can kind of go in here. I have been lazy, so this has gotten done. Maddie did that for me. She did that one for me. It's down here. These, I need to take this out and put down more shelf liner. And so that's been the hold up there. And then in my closet, I have started, but I have not finished. And this is not ours. It was left behind, and so I don't really know what to do with it. I may just throw it away. It actually is DirecTV, so I don't know. It's not ours, but it's gotta go. So that's my bathroom. I got my hand towel up. I do have a towel up. I think I showed you guys that. So up here is gonna be, this is gonna be like the medicine cabinet because we don't really have anywhere to store it. But again, it's got stuff in it and it needs shelf liner. So I just have been setting stuff on the back of the toilet. So my closet situation is a lot worse than the last time I vlogged. I have done some laundry, but that's just a mess. And then this stuff, this is us trying to find things in a hurry, and we just went through everything. I did get my Govee lights for the TV. Those are up. I have my Govee lamp. So this was used in the workroom at Nana and Pops's. So I don't really know how I'm going to use it here, but I do kind of like this warm tone. It just kind of makes the room feel cozy, although it's coming off a different color right now, but it's kind of like an orangey color. I have to find where to put my pictures because I don't know. I used to have it on the TV. The problem is I don't even, I told you guys we had to get new TVs. Well, we found out we really didn't have to, but it worked out great. But our TVs, our new TVs are bigger than our old TVs. And so it's taken up a lot more of my dresser space than I had. And so I cannot put pictures up on my dresser like I had. Plus I have the Govee TV lights or whatever that's called. So I don't really know what to do with my dresser. While my dresser was in storage, and I don't know, you can see there's this stuff that's on my dresser, and Maddie's is 10 times worse. Like her whole dresser top is filled with this junk. So I need to find something I can use to wipe it up and clean it up. I put together my laundry hamper. So my work area, I can't show my computers. We've been told that our work nothing work related can be shown on social media, even if your computer is off. Without showing my work property, this is my desk. It's kind of like Maddie's TV. And then there's Maddie's desk. We love our workroom. Pops put our TV up, and he, in order to do so, he did something really great. Where is it? There it is. So he had to make wire, let's see. There was no outlet in this closet when we moved in. But what he found out is this wall connects to the laundry room. And he was like, there's a box on the opposite wall, on the other side of this wall. I'm going to tap into that. All he had to do was turn the power off and get the wires situated. He is in the electrical supply business, so he does know what he's doing. And he put that together for me. And let me tell you, I honestly think this is one of my most favorite things we have done to this house so far. I cannot tell you the amount of joy it brings us to be able to have a TV. Wires are not going everywhere, and we can watch it from work and school, and it's just really great. Something else that I wanted to show you guys. So you all ran out of memory, so I was not vlogging at all last week. But our neighbor, and it's really terrible lighting. There it goes. We had our next door neighbor brought us over that gorgeous plant, and she had a little post-it note with her name and her phone number, and said that if we ever needed anything to just call and let her know, and she's here for us. And honestly, it was a terrible week, and it made me so emotional. So I told myself, don't cry on this lady. And they told us that our little section of the neighborhood is one of the best. We're like on a little corner area, I guess, and it's one of the best areas of the neighborhood. And after walking around, me and Maddie kind of already figured that out, but that just solidified it. So everybody is super, super nice here. Moving on. Marley loves work because that means he's... All right, the next thing that Pops did was he also put a TV up here. So this is the kitchen TV, and the TV pulls out and you can like maneuver it, and that way when I'm cooking, and y'all please don't judge the dishes and the counters, and I know it's terrible, just give us a little bit of grace or mercy or whichever that word is. Please just be kind to us. But that way when I'm over there cooking, I can watch TV. So far I've only had Pandora going on this TV, but it is another joy to have. These are our old TVs, and all that was needed was a new remote. So Nana had some extra remotes. She came over, bada bing, bada boom, working TVs. Our living room TV, what I ended up doing is I ended up buying a Roku stick because, again, it was the same problem. Like the remote would not work, period, nothing. And so I bought a Roku stick that is right there, and it works like a charm. We had a movie night on Thursday night right here in the living room. We used Maddie's blanket, and we had pizza, and we watched the movie home, and it was the best night of this week. Those are boxes that we need to break down and get out. That box, that bin is a bin of memories that needs to go to my room, but my room is getting full and I don't like a mess. There's Maddie's star projector. And then there's been some work done in Maddie's room as well, but she's currently sleeping. So we did get nightstands. So the nightstands I had, Nana and Pops are using, and I didn't want them to have to go buy new nightstands. So I told them, y'all just keep that, and I've already purchased new ones. So I have two of the same. Maddie has her own nightstand, but she only had one nightstand because I was poor and broke and I could only afford one. So I told her I would go ahead and get her another nightstand. So she now has two. They just don't match. And you guys, let me show you the floor that I hope to get as soon as possible. Okay, this probably is not the best way to do this, but I want to get these floors. So think of these floors and I'll try to get it both on the screen when I go back to edit this. So like these floors with this nightstand, like won't that be so pretty? And then I'm going to have my Gobi lights up at the top, like on my ceiling. My Gobi lights are somewhere in this. Gobi lights are gonna go up all throughout. It's gonna be a party. I'm getting rid of the pink walls, but again, this is all in time. I can't remember if you guys saw the curtains or not, but we did get curtains hung up. However, the living room curtains, there is another panel laying right there on the floor. Now, I think I'm gonna go ahead and stick on this window because of how my security camera is, it's making the blinds come out, and you can kind of like see in. So like it's not fully covered right there. And I don't like the fact that people could look in if they wanted to. So I have rearranged this like 3 different times already. I'm not sure exactly how I'm gonna store my lotions and where it's gonna go, but for now this is it. So up here we have all of the hand soaps for this season. I have these plus those left to go, and I think we have more in the living room. This is Maddy's pile. We got garbage. We got the Marmar. So these are extras. Be Enchanted was my favorite. They discontinued it, so Nana and Maddy picked up lots of extras for me. I have a lot of sweet peas somehow, and then these are a couple of extra Paris lotions. This stuff is really great for burns and bites and all of that good stuff. And then I have body sprays there, but I also have a body spray there. I'm not used to having a closet that has space like this, and I'm not used to under cabinet sinks because at home we didn't have that. So up at the very top, I have my washcloths, I have some hand towels, and so then it made sense for me to do like shower gels, which I have a couple up here that I need to put up. So we'll just stack it. Perfect. And then I have Marley. And then the next shelf is going to be like my face cleaners, and then I can just grab them as I'm fixing to take a shower and then put them back, so that way the shower is not getting cluttered. And I don't know what to put in the last 2 holders. I don't know. Do y'all have any suggestions? So that's going to house like towels, and I don't know, like what do I put in here? And also, how would you all organize down here? So like I do have a hair dryer that I'm gonna put in here, but I don't know, like my toilet, oh, that's a little personal. I have like my makeup is somewhere over there. I don't know, you guys. Maybe like body spray, maybe these body sprays can go in here on the bottom. Kind of like a final step. And so maybe under the cabinet should just be all of my hand soaps and lotions. And then each season I can just pull from that. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, and then in here, so right now these are braces, but I'm gonna put like my curling wands in here. And then in here, I have hair stuff, but then I have like, this is for like a facial thing that I feel like it doesn't quite belong in there, but yet I don't have any other drawers. So I don't know. And that is, and just like that, my bathroom is, I mean, it's not like completely done, but it's at least cleared off. So when you first walk in, you have a hand towel. This was here by the previous owner, and I could tell that some like heated tools were put in there. My hair dryer could fit in there, but it would rub up against my hand towel. I didn't want to drip water in my hair dryer, so I didn't store it there. That's a lotion of the week, which it can come over here. That's garbage. I think that's garbage. That needs a home. My makeup needs to be put back. And then you're here at the sink. So you have the lotion of the week. You have perfume I rarely use, my deodorant, toothpaste, the soap of the week, moisturizer, toothbrush holder, and my thermometer is not going to stay there, but right now that's where it's staying. You come down here in this drawer. Uh-oh. Alright, that's not going to work, is it? There we go. You have all my hair tools. Oh no. Here is just kind of a combination of stuff. So you have hair brushes, comb, hair holders, curling spray, braid balm, detangler, facial stuff, like skincare, that's what I'm trying to say. And that's all in that. And then you come down here and oh my goodness. So up here are the out of season soaps. So that's winter. Over here you have fall. I'm gonna go turn the TV down, it's a little too loud. All right, so here, this side was winter. This is where the fall starts. And then starting with the crisp apple over, those are extra scents I have in that scent. I have a lot of frosted cranberry, so I didn't want to cycle through like the same scents. So those, as I run out of them, I'll just replace them with these spares. And then down here are the lotions. So I don't separate my lotions by season because I only have like maybe 2 or 3 seasonal lotions, so they all just kind of go together. This set of lotions are extras, just like the soaps. So I think I've explained Be Enchanted is my favorite scent, and they went away with it, except it just hit me, I'm missing a lotion. But anyways, so Nana and Maddy stocked me up while they could, and that is all I have left. And then I have a ton of sweet pea, so this row is all sweet pea, and then I have 2 Parises. And then over here, these are my summer soaps. Sorry, I forgot what it was. So this section is 3 rows of summer soaps. I have 1 leftover soap, and then I had a leftover winter soap that I could not really fit anywhere because I was scared it was gonna fall off of there. So I just stuck it back there, and there is my hair dryer. You can see the Q-tips, some Vaseline, Marley's shampoo. That's also where I'm gonna store extra TP and personal items that we're not gonna talk about on camera. I do need to clean I need a mop. I need to mop the floors, and I need to clean the countertops, but that's not right now. And then over here, I still need shelf liner, but this is just what I did with it because it doesn't really matter if the bottle's touching. I do need to clean in there, but that's what that looks like for now. And then I showed you my tub. And then in my closet of my bathroom, for now, this is what we're working with. So there are the washcloths, hand towels. These are body washes with the exception of the aloe gel. And then this section is kind of like your skincare section or self-care, however you want to word that. We have our facial cleaners, we have our toners, then we just have an empty spare bottle and fingernail polish remover. We have some Epsom salt, and then that thing goes to my steamer, I think, or it goes to my mop cleaner because it is a steam mop cleaner. And then the last shelf, I decided to just store like extra shampoo and conditioner. Also, there's more garbage bags, and we have spare razors. In this box, we have cleaners that kind of need to be put up somewhere, but right now they're gonna stay there. And then I think I've already shown you, we have more hand towels. Why I stuck them there versus, oh, I know why I did. I stuck them there because these are Christmas and these are just everyday. And then the towels, I have my towels in the wash right now. So yeah, and that is, I think that for tonight, Sunday, we are gonna call it a night. I haven't really wrapped up much. I don't think I wrapped up any of last 2 weeks ago. I didn't film much last week because the memory card was full. So this may be the wrap up for a few vlogs, but we'll see what the week holds and what we do with the house. Bye.